How y'all doing today? My name's Ayin, and today's topic of discussion is going to be root yourself in your goals. Root yourself in your goals. I think of this because anything that you're wanting to do, you have to stand up for whatever it is that you're wanting to do. And what I mean by stand up, you have to protect whatever it is that you're wanting to do. You have to be firmly planted in whatever it is that you're wanting to do. It's going to require a degree of selfishness to be able to protect that idea, that dream, or whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. You have to be rooted in your goals. You have to believe in them. You have to know when things come around, what is good and what's not good for them, so you can be rooted in them, so you can nurture them to help them grow. Being rooted in your goals, you would need to know the innermost details of what it takes for you to accomplish your goals. You would also know what it takes to destroy your goals, what it takes to kill motivation in your goals. So that'd be recognizing, things that just doesn't work in unison with your goals. So rooting yourself in your goals, I know for myself, just even for an example, even of this as of this past week, on certain things that I've been trying to do, I've had people and situations that really don't have anything to do with anything other than just serving the purpose of distractions, try to come and get me pulled away from this. Now, it's not to say that they know what I'm doing directly, because they have no idea on what I'm doing. That's the reason why it, agitates me even more so. They're going about whatever they're doing in their life and just worrying about things that don't concern them, all out of their lane, and they try to pull you in on this stuff. And the thing is, I'm rooted in my goals on what I'm trying to accomplish, what I'm trying to do, and I don't have time for it. And sometimes it can be agitating or you shouldn't let your feathers get ruffled when things come knocking at your doorstep. You have to handle them and speak up and ward that stuff off, because if not, it'll get swept away. That's the reason why trees have roots. That's the reason why when you're growing a plant and you have it in the home, when it gets too large, you go and you set it outside in a bigger pot so it can get the nourishment that it needs, so it can plant those roots in the ground and be firmly established. A friend of mine that used to work for the city, he told me, I'm just going off of what he had stated, he said a lot of times when there's hills and things around homes, or like if you had a big hill up off in your yard, I'm talking about a pretty big hill. I'm talking about a pretty large hill. He said homes that have these hillsides and whatnot around them. He said it's important for them to have grass laid along the hill, because if not, all that dirt and that mud would wash away and wash down. It would cause flooding and whatnot. And he said the purpose of that grass to be planted there, it holds that in place. And I never thought of that in that way. So that grass has to grow on that hilltop. It has to take root in order to protect and do its job that it was set there to do. And it's the same thing with your goals. You have to plant your feet firm in whatever it is that you want to do, so you're able to ward off stuff that's just not good for them. You have to be selfish for it. That's what I just wanted to share with you all today. Root yourself in your goals, protect your dreams. You don't have to let people know what you're doing when you're not partaking in things or being what people expect you or want you to be at some particular time. When you're running trying to run every beck and call, and you're doing something, have yourself rooted in your goals. Know on whether this is something that is going to work in unison with what you're trying to do, or is it just pulling you away and getting you distracted? Because we have enough distractions with things. As you know, distraction leads to procrastination. Procrastination leads to absolutely nothing getting done. So if you root yourself in your goals, you have a game plan. That's the reason why I often speak of having short-term and long-term goals to ensure that you're moving along at the pace that you need to move along. You have to evaluate yourself along those steps And it's also important to stop, take a look around, see if you need to readjust yourself. All of this takes work. And the only way you're able to do that is if you're in sync with whatever it is that you're trying to do. Root yourself in your goals. Okay? In the meantime, while you're rooted, if you have a break and you're just wanting to have some you time and wanting to do some brush up reading, check out a book I've written. Kilimanjaro's The Arithmetic of Family Communication. I'll leave a link in the description box. Okay? Till next time, stay encouraged, avoid being discouraged. My name's Ayin. You have a good one.